feel like this me putting my balls online. If not me, then who? If not now, then when? Alright, this is my first YouTube video. Alright. And I just want to go over, a couple things. But for real, I feel like this me putting myself on the line. Like, put my balls on the line for real. Like, I ain't never came across a YouTube video that was like interesting, female wise. It was always the men talking and stuff and entertaining. I can't find no female traders that's like entertaining. So I'm finna entertain myself. But I got like a few things I said I want to touch on, because me doing this and in a sense putting my reputation on the line is gonna have me to boss up and level up and dial in, really dive deep into myself to see some real results. You feel me? But this is me holding myself accountable for real, and actually being disciplined, waiting for confirmations, not over trading, not revenge trading, none of that. So I gotta hold myself accountable. Every time I get on here, it's gonna be very precise. It's gonna be pure. It's gonna be pure PA, all that. And I'm not your typical technical trader. Like, the way I see the market is on a intuitive level, and most traders cannot tap into that. They don't tap into that aspect, and that has been like one of my key things when it comes to technicals. I got a year worth of work from 2020 of journal trades. I have a year worth of work from October 2022 up to now, so like a year and a month or two, all journal trades. But there's no point in having good technicals if you can't capitalize off of that, and I haven't been capitalizing off of that. So I'm like, how am I good at technicals but there is no profit? Is it psyche? And it is. But one main issue that I had that nobody goes over, bro, is trade management, position management. They always talk about risk management, 2%, but when you're actually trading, whatever type of trader you're, scalping and whatever, you have to split up your positions and you have to manage them. You have to like be vigilant. Like, that's how I am. I'm very precise. Gotta be like, is it finna close? Is it finna go up? Should I move my stop? Should I move my stop loss? Should I take profit now? It's all these different factors, and for me, it never helped to be mechanical. I can't relate to being a mechanical trader. Like, the way I see the market, I can't rationalize it. I can't really explain it. It's just there. So I'm finna mark up like 2 pairs, my main pair that I trade, maybe 3. But one thing I noticed, and it's a quote that says, if traders was willing to sit on their hands 50% of the time, they would earn a lot more money. And I feel like recording this and putting myself out there, I'm going to be patient because I have to wait. I have to upload another YouTube channel explaining what happened and how I seen this and how I got da-da-da-da-da. I'm not going to be like, okay, trade every day. It's like, that can be overwhelming too. Because I love the chart so much. It's like, I want to be on here. I really fell in love with marking up the charts, but it's going to take more than technicals to actually like succeed and go further. This will help me build confidence, even though I know my technicals are on point. They're very precise. My insights, the scenes, the thesis I have when I'm making these analyses, it's like very, very clean. My charts is very clean. Okay, here we got the DXY. All right, one thing, bro, people don't talk about is the chart, your color thing, because that's really important. I have so many, because it's so many. You can explore with this, right? Do I like more darker bullish candles? Do it make me see sells more or buys more? So that's one thing to think about, to go over, to experiment with, try it out, experience that. This shit right here, this shit is art. It's a talent. My eyes are the skill. just have fun with trading, have fun with this shit. Like, and this is me talking to myself in a sense. So I'm trying to see as well, will I upload Thursdays going into Fridays and then do an update video Sunday? Well, probably like Monday, Tuesday for real. That's when I win the most, at the beginning of the week and at the end of the week. Wednesdays are reversals, and that's when the setup comes for the end of the week. You know, we have the 3 days. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 1, day 2, day 3. And this is finna be going into the 3rd day. Okay. So let's see if we can find a setup going to the end of the week. Deep breath. Deep breath. This is the weekly time frame for the DXY. All I'm looking for is to see where price came from. Where is it going? Am I in a pullback, or are we finna roll over? And how roll over go to the upside. I'm in my zone, bro. So price is more or less in this in between these levels right here. And it stayed below the previous weekly high, as you can see. And it broke the previous weekly low. And then we head on to the next level, which is very precisely where it stopped at, right? And it's pulling back up above these levels. So if it stays above this level, if it pulls back above this level, then we're looking for buys. All right. I don't want to clutter this weekly chart too much, so I'm finna move on to the daily time frame. I only like to have at least no more than 4 levels, 4 or 5 lines on my weekly time frame. Right now we have 3, well 4 if you count the weekly high. Okay, so let's go to the daily time frame. Remember I said I was looking for buys to see if price will pull back up, but it has to break this level right here. Okay. Has to break that level. That's the daily level. Okay. So the next target, if it breaks this, is going to go to the upside and roll over to my weekly fill, my weekly level. We got to be cautious of the 38.2 because this might not be a deep reversal if it's going to the downside. Okay. So if I get a fill, 38.2 is up here. So that's good for a target, honestly. That's good for a target. Let's mark that. Okay. Now we go to the 4-hour time frame. So you can see where we have all these different stops and wicks and stuff, where price just refuses to break above. But right here are equal highs. People have stops up here, right? So what price can do is come down and then roll up. Let's see this right here. So we're just waiting for a change in direction in this box area right here. Maybe even get some stops down here, because right now we're just trapped. So it can collect stops down here, push back in, and go to the upside. I'm on a 2-hour right now. Wait, ooh. Oh, I'm tripping. I'm thinking this is my cursor and shit. It already took out the stops. Okay. Don't mean it can't happen again. Don't mean it can't happen again. We have this bearish candlestick, and then immediately we have the buyer strength coming in. The next candlestick, we're floating in between it. Okay, so let's go to the lower time frames. We just came from the macro to the micro and dissecting it piece by piece. Let me see. This is what I'm looking for. 1 to 3 always, right? 1 to 3 always. So can price stay above this? Head up here. We don't know. Well, I do know, but I do know it will. No, just playing. Let's go to the 30-minute time frame. Sometimes the key, I like to flip my chart so I can see from a different perspective. What is this pair doing? Am I seeing it in a seller's eye, in a buyer's eye? And it goes along with the color themes as well. So, like I said, experimenting on that is can be very beneficial. And I do use 2 indicators, okay, in confluence with what I'm already seeing, okay. And if they don't align, then I'll just be more vigilant and just see, okay, how is price, like, what is this candle doing? How is this candle finna close? Will it just give me a small push and then reverse back up? You know, so if we have the DXY going up, maybe EU will roll over, you know, if the strength of the buyers come in for the DXY. And if they don't, then I know my dog can come in. If they don't, then I know, boom, it's gonna be a continuation down. Okay, let's go to the 45-minute again. So yeah, it's not too much that I don't want to go to no lower time frames other than 30, 15 minute. I rarely look at anything lower than the 15. If I do, then it's the 3-minute time frame, just to get maybe a smaller stop. But like, that's not really necessary. It's not really necessary. People want to have 3 pip stop loss. What about the spread? People want to have 7 pip stop loss. Okay, who cares? This is a 17 pip stop loss. 63 take profit. Still a 1 to 3 plus. So I think that's good. Then as the trade plays out, we can move stops to break even. You know, that's some things that I struggle with, is learning on my own, experimenting with trade management, position management, taking partials. Do I close early, like I said? Do I wait? You know, it's all these factors you have to take in, you know, when trading. And I had to learn this on my own. This is why everything took so long. But like, I love the charts. I love the process. I love the journey. Oh yeah, let's see. Come on. Okay. I need to see how price reacts down here when this line gets down here. Okay. And then the 45-minute, it's already down here. 30-minute. Okay, so we can have one more push and then to the upside. That's what I'm seeing for the DXY. And that's why you want to have a zone where you just focus in and your entries can go, because that mechanical one-way trading, you know, you can do this. Set your take profit and set your stop loss and do 1 lot size, period. And that's how you would place your trade. But I noticed that what can be very beneficial is having multiple entries, or just 2 entries. One like right here where price may be at, if it's a good not in this case, but in a good setup, boom, stops. And then if price does want to come down, then your second entry will be wherever the next level you see will be, and then the same stop loss and the same take profit. So you're seeing you capitalizing still. It's getting your feet wet. Let's go to the next pair, EU. Look at this strong leg. And I knew that this was finna roll over. I mean, this was finna push to the upside. From down here, I already had caught it. I journaled it, everything. Price broke this level. Now, where is it? Where can it potentially go? I can say it can come up here if it wants to. The next level, where is the next level? This wick right here. This zone right here. Look at all those wicks. Okay. Look, you can see price. Right? For me, it says flush. Previous weekly high. Previous weekly low. I wonder if we're in the mid range of this move. When did price come? 50% of that? Let's just see. Look at that. It came 50% of that, wicked it. Now let's see if we can roll to the downside or continue pushing up. Let's mark out the current high too as well. We go to the daily time frame. What is price doing? Is it exhausted? Does it have room to push? You know what I mean? Look at this level right here. Oh, it's the wrong tool. Price came up to the zone. Now let's see if we can get a rollover. Took out current stops up here just by the hair of that wick. And let's see if we can roll over. Okay. This is the daily level right here. Sellers came very shy of that line right there, that daily level. One thing that helped me is zooming in, creating a story of what the market is doing. All that zooming out to 2009, how it's placing a level right there is gonna help me with tomorrow's candle. You know what I mean? All I'm trying to figure out is where is the next candle going. You know what I mean? Because it's not like I'm going to stay in a trade for a whole month. I'm literally trying to get in. I guess it just depends on what type of trader you are. I like to stay in a trade and get there's multiple trade opportunities within a week if you're dealing with 2 or 3 different currency pairs. And if it's not, then you just wait and sit on your hands until one forms. That's it for the daily time frame. Let's go to the 4-hour time frame and let's see what this is doing. People will call this a double bottom. Look at this volume. It's bullish candle right here. Let's invert this just so I can get a different perspective. You know what I mean? I like this wick right here. You will see majority of the time, all my setups or change of structure is all it is head and shoulders pattern. For example, come down here, fished it like that. Okay, let's go to invert that back. This is what I can see price coming up into before rolling over. Something like that. Let's just see the fib level. The 61.8 lines right up with the previous weekly high, coming a little bit below it. And the 38.2 right there. Okay, let's mark that up, because that may be a level where I decide to take more partials or something, because I know price is gonna stall right here, maybe shoot up before rolling over, maybe New York session. Now, let me go back to the 4-hour time frame. Stochastic high. It still has room to push up 2-hour time frame, so I gotta be cautious. These are all just templates. I don't make a move until there's a confirmation. And that's one thing that I was very like big on, because I could see the buyer's perspective and I can see the seller's perspective, but it's about what is price finna do. And I have to wait and see, is price breaking lows, breaking old highs, like, you know. So you gotta wait for confirmation, bro. 30-minute time frame. So price can even come back to New York highs and roll over. That's why it's important to find your zones. See how price reacts in those zones. All right, so that's EU. And one of the pairs I've been trading for the longest, like years, maybe like 3-4+ years, probably since I started trading, honestly, is GA. So let's go over to GA. Weekly time frame. Previous weekly low. Previous high that just got took out. So I'm thinking a rollover is finna come. Just by spotting that. Even though that we are creating higher highs and higher lows. We can roll over it back into this level right here, and even the previous weekly low I meant. So those are important. These are important levels, bro. Okay, let's go to the daily time frame. Look at it, heavy bearish candle. It just got retested. The buyer strength coming in for the whole Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, we're breathing back below this low. Let's mark that up as the daily. Potential target areas. Let's go down to the 4-hour time frame. It looked like it just wicked the 61.8. Yep, wicked the 61.8. It's gonna roll back over to the 38.2. It almost always does. I don't think I want to mark up just yet on this time frame, because if we have buyer strength, price is going to set up some type of bullish pattern in that area. Oh, look at the precision of these, bro. Look at that. I think I'm expecting a rollover. So this is what I'm looking for. Bearish strength, comes back up and retest. Goes to the upside. Goes to the downside. Now, if the buyers step in, then we're going to see a bullish, a shift in direction from a bullish perspective. So it comes down, comes back up, comes back down to make a higher low, and then it shoots back up. So it's all about just waiting and seeing how price moves. It might happen. GA is it can happen during Asian session or London session. So let's go. So in order for me to have a bullish perspective, you'll see price roll over into the stochastics and take off and create that impulse leg. But I see price rolling over. Okay, so it need to be high for the sales. It's the only thing that's throwing me off, like it has potential to roll back up here. This is my final setup thesis perspective. All right. I hope y'all take what y'all need, discard the rest. You know what I mean? That's what my mama always told me, to take what you need, discard the rest. If it works, it works. If it doesn't work for you. You don't relate to it, you don't align with it. But it's my first YouTube video. More to come. That's it. I'm really raw with it. I'm really authentic. I'm really transparent. And that's true freedom for me. Alright. If not me, then who? If not now, then when? If not the guys, then guys. And remember, it's never really right from wrong, but right from left.